forefathers. Now we back, got me yelling out loud. Israelites, where you at?
What color he was? Right.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angels unto his servant John.
Okay, now go to verse 10.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 10. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
So John said he was in the spirit on the Lord's day. That's the Bible. Read that.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet.
Now go to 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
So when he turned around, he saw a man with hair. His hair on his head was white, and his beard was fully white. Kind of like the brother behind you.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were red because he drank wine. That's prophecy in Genesis chapter 49. But let's read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Let me ask y'all something. What color is brass? Anybody know what color brass is?
Brass.
Yeah, brass.
Like dark brown?
Okay, and it says that it burned in the furnace. So that means it's even darker. Christ was a dark-skinned man.
That's right.
Give me Daniel 7 and 9.
Bring it up. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Now the Ancient of Days, this is the Most High God himself. Read.
Whose garment was white as snow.
He had a garment on, which means he had the body, he's not a spirit. Read.
And the hair on his head like the pure wool.
Like the pure wool. If you look up the word wool in the old Bible, it's going to tell you hair like Negroes.
Daniel chapter 10 verse 6. His body also was like the barrel. His face as the appearance of light, and his eyes as a lamp of fire, and his arms and feet, his feet like in color to polished brass.
You see that? That's in the Old Testament and in the New Testament that describes Jesus Christ being a black man, and it also describes his father, our father, the Most High God, having hair like Negroes, which also means he's a black man.
That's right.
Did y'all have any other questions? Let me ask you a question. Do you know your nationality?
Hebrew.
Okay. Well, before he told you Hebrew, you would have said African American, right? Let's get into African American. Africa. You know where that name comes from? That name comes from Leo Scipio Africanus.
Right.
That was a Roman general that conquered Hannibal in the Second Punic War.
Right.
See what they do when they conquer land, they name that land after themselves. And that's actually recorded in the Bible. Give me Psalm 49 and 11.
Bring it out.
If Africa was named after a white man, you couldn't possibly be an African.
Psalms chapter 49 verse 11. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
See that? They call their lands after their own name. Like, I'm gonna conquer this land and name it Michael, the land of Michael. That's what they do, things like that. And America is also named for Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian sailor.
Then we gotta go. Is that a King James version?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
But that
is.
is a King.
Same Bible y'all got at home. Crack it open, read it. It'll be the best thing y'all ever read.
I'm gonna read y'all this.
All right, all praises.
Thank y'all.
Let's go back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Deuteronomy. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
The Most High God chose us to be a special people upon the face of the earth. But guess what? The condition we in right now, we don't look like we're special people, but we did it to ourselves because we didn't want to keep the commandments.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
Read that again.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
What's a curse, brother? What is a curse? What's the definition of curse? Do you know?
Not the whole definition.
Just give me what you think. Close it off.
I think it's like something that you go through. Maybe like, you know, if your descendants might have to suffer based on how you live.
Okay, so you talk about generational curses. Well, the Bible talks about generational curses too.
That's right.
Let's get Deuteronomy 28:16.
Bring it on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Oh, that right there. Cursed shall thou be in the city. When you look around the city of New Orleans and all these wards, who's in the worst part of the wards? Ain't that the so-called blacks? So-called Hispanics?
Right.
And we just came back from Oklahoma.
Right.
And the reservations look like the projects.
That's right.
That's
So
right.
Native Americans suffering the same thing.
That's
right.
Read on.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
Cursed shall thou be in the field. We were cursed in the cotton fields. And check this out. Everybody think it's a blessing that these athletes are out here playing football and basketball, but they cursed in the field too.
That's right.
Because when you look at the NFL combine, it ain't nothing but modern day slavery.
That's right.
The same thing.
That's right.
Read on. Read verse 17.
Verse 17. Cursed shall be thy basket in thy store.
Cursed shall be thy basket in thy stores. That's
Bring it
talking
on.
about our savings.
Bring it out.
Because you know black people bad with money. That's a curse.
Bring it out.
And our stores. We can't keep stores open because we don't support each other.
That's right.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 28 and yeah, go ahead.
Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. That's talking about our children out here buck wild because we've been destroyed. So therefore we raising generations that are destroyed, and they're going to raise generations that are
Bring it up.
destroyed.
That's right.
That's why our sons running around here with their pants sagging because they don't know no better.
That's right.
Running around here jumping from woman to woman.
Right.
Get that on camera, bro. Get that. Give me Deuteronomy, give me 28 and 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people.
Now, that happened in slavery when they would take our children from us and sell them to another slave master. That also happens now.
That's right.
With CPI. If they think you abusing your child, which the Bible tells you to spank your child on the side.
That's right.
But if they think you abusing your child, they're going to take your child from you nowadays. And you have no power to get them back. Read
right.
that.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people, and thy eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
That's right.
An example of that was in the movie 12 Years a Slave when the sister got her children taken and she cried for like 4 days in that movie.
That's
also in Roots, when Kizzy got her kids taken, all she did was cry. That's an example of what happened to us in the Bible right there.
Bring it out.
Read that on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people, and thy eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Go to verse 45.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Read verse 46.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. And upon
That sign right there lets you know that this is McDonald's. That sign lets you know this Radio Shack. A wonder is we wondering why we going through all these things that we going through.
Right.
But the Bible tells you why, because we didn't keep the commandments.
Yeah.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel, Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join iuic will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.